It is with profound sadness we announce the death of our dearly beloved Rose Calixte, also known as Matatan or Nanan, of Wavenclay-Soufre, who passed away at St. Jude Hospital on Sunday, 2nd July 2023 at 9:45 a.m. at the age of 91. She was predeceased by her husband, Jules Calixte, her daughter, Petra Moses, her sister, Felicity Griffith, her grandchildren, Edison Calixte, Erica Calixte, and Hydia Marius. Left to mourn, her children, daughters Josephine Amab, also known as Madeleine of Monaco, residing in Florida, Marie Marius Leon, also known as Tata, of Lesbos, Catherine Calixte Mitchell of Wavenclair, Frances Rita Calixte Joseph, also known as Cello of New Development Soufre, Claudia Margaret Calixte Nicholas of Wavenclair, Priscilla Francis of Wavenclair. Sons: Leonard Marius, also known as Manguen of Wavenclair, John Ignatius Marius, also known as Zion or No Name, of Wavenclair, residing in Micoud, Maurice Calixte of Wavenclair, residing in Greece V4, Hilary Calixte, also known as Top Best of Wavenclair, residing at Montgero, Grosley, Primus Edward Calixte, residing in Barbados, Hyacinth Marius, also known as Gerbo of Wavenclair. Adopted sons: James Jeffrey, also known as Kennedy, residing in New York, Anthony Emilian, also known as Black, of Wavenclair. 30 grandchildren, granddaughters: Imelda Judy Marius of Wavenclair, employed at Anne Chasney Resort, Melba Nicholas and husband Jones Nicholas of Reunion Choiseul, Delia Marius of Wavenclair, employed at Jade Mountain Resort, Lucilla Mitchell in Toronto, Canada, Rufina Cox in Martinique, Vanelsa Calixte of Wavenclair, Nadia Sylvester of Corinth, Krishna Alexander of Wavenclair, Jolisa Joseph of New Development Soufre, Valdia Nicholas of Wavenclair, Kezia John of Forester, Lisa Charlie of Bexar. Grandsons: Titus Griffith and wife Diana Griffith, residing in Florida, Charles Amab, also known as Love, and wife Virginia Amab of La Pointe, Monaco, Francis Amab, also known as Fano Dev, and wife Vicky Samuel, residing in Toronto, Canada, Vitus Amab and his wife Sandra Amab, residing in St. Croix, Anthony Marius, Marcel Marius, Dawn Marius, and Calix Sonson, all residing in Toronto, Canada, Hilary Sonson of New Extension, Micoud, Iverson Calix of Victoria Street, Soufre, Anderson Calix, residing in New York, Jermel and Jonius Calix of New Development Soufre, Morrison Delaire of Babonneau, Anius Nicholas of Wavenclair, Aaron Calix, residing in Barbados. 58 great-grandchildren: Vicky Bertrand, residing in Canada, Vinel Henry of Wavenclair, residing at Market Road, Soufre, employed at Anne Chasney Resort, Orina Marius and Junius Marius of Wavenclair, Shanine Heniath Amab, Zephania Descant, Crystal Amab, all residing at La Pointe, Monaco, Nicole Amab at Larissus V4, Lynedra Cox and Neroy Cox, both residing in Martinique, Collins Amab of London, England, Amatus Griffith and wife Tijana, residing in Atlanta, Georgia, Antoine Griffith and wife Rachel Griffith, Natalie Griffith, Nina Griffith, Dianatus Griffith Edwards and husband Nigel Edwards, all residing in California. Noah Amab in Canada, Teclas Nicholas of L'Esperance Forcy-Jacques, Silas Nicholas and Joel Nicholas of Reunion Choiseul, Dillian Marius of Wavin-Clare, Seanry Marius of Wavin-Clare, residing at Montgiro, Keenan Marius of Wavin-Clare, Melanie Calixte of Zeno Soufrière, Amari Calixte, Amy Calixte and Amelia Calixte, all of Victoria Street, Soufrière, Zoe and Zion Tobier, residing in Boston, USA, Terrell Calixte, Tanisha Calixte and Tanissa Calixte, all of New Development, Soufrière, Anderson A.J. Calixte in New York, Sophia Jean-Baptiste and Dre Paul of Wavin-Clare, Jamicus Alcide in Toronto, Canada, Jama Parfa Singh, residing in Toronto, Canada, Savannah Marius, Noah Marius, Corinne Marius, Elysia Marius, Zion Marius, Kevin Marius, Mia Saint-Amy, Marla Saint-Amy, Zad Marius, all in Toronto, Canada, Chrissy Emmanuel of Migo, Kaya Sonson, Zaya Marius, Gabriela Sonson, Nicholas Sonson, all residing in Toronto, Desmond Bissett and Elza Henry of Wavin-Clare, Iverton Prevost of Belle Plaine Soufrière, Jade Lenore and Jasmine Lenore of Corinth, Kemia John of Forestier, Sanchez Delay of Babonneau, Zev Marius of Les Etangs, Soufrière. 21 great-great-grandchildren: Vioni Bertrand, Kelisa Bertrand, Caden Bertrand, all residing in Canada, Connor Auguste of Wavin-Clare, Atara Nicholas of L'Esperance Forcy-Jacques, Lenvia Descartes and Lilani Descartes of La Pointe, Monipour, Zahara Amab in Canada, Amaya Louis of La Pointe, Monipour, Jomari Amab of La Pointe, Monipour, Lenny Amab and Jovari Amab of Larissus V4, Ania Griffith and Adonis Griffith, residing in Atlanta, Georgia, Ava Griffith, Kai Griffith, Asha Griffith, Kaylee Edwards, Amelia Edwards, all residing in California, Jamaya Parasing, residing in Canada, Colin Albert of Grosley, her many nieces and nephews, the children and family of deceased Sister Felicity Griffith, residing in Barbados and the U.S., the children and family of deceased Sister Jane Calixte of Wavin-Clare, Soufrière and the U.S., the children and family of deceased Sister Pauline, also known as Auntie Polly, residing in St. Lucia and abroad, Margaret Says Clavier and family in St. Croix, Marie Wenceslas Nelson of Fort Caco, Soufrière, Lydia Godin, residing in Florida, sons-in-law, Philip Amab, also known as Papip of La Pointe, Monipour, residing in Florida, Joseph Leon, also known as Ensley of L'Esperance Forcy-Jacques, Lawrence Nicholas, also known as KK of Wavin-Clare, residing in Choiseul, daughters-in-law, Cynthia Hodge Calixte of Montgiro, Valderine Calixte in Barbados, Rufina Calixte of Greece, brothers-in-law, Clement Calixte and family, Cuthbert Calixte and family, all residing in the U.S., Lennox Calixte, also known as Eeyore and family of Soufrière. Numerous friends including Lena Amadei, also known as Linos of Wavin-Clare, residing in Orlando, Florida, Sylvia Calixte and family, Anne-Marie Athanase, Magdalene Bibia George, Claire Lariche, all residing at Wavin-Clare, Enda Mancha Calixte of Wavin-Clare, residing at Masque, Anthony Callender, also known as Rockers and family of Forrester, Claudette Prosper and family of Forsyth, residing in Cantonment. Roy Regis of New Development Soufrière. Aureus Joseph of Wavenclair. Leah Jones of Wavenclair. Cynthia Jean-Philippe of St. Philip, residing in the U.S. Joan Dalson of Fort-Béni Soufrière. Marlene Calixte of Wavenclair. Joycelyn Auguste, residing in New York. Marie Joseph, also known as Sylvia, and family, residing in Brooklyn, New York. Ian Compton and family in New York. Sarah James of St. Philip Forsyth. Angela Sylvester of Montjero Grosley. John Calixte, also known as T. John in New York. Rosemary Gaston in Canada. Julia Flavia, also known as Nana of L'Esperance. Margarita Jean-Philippe, also known as Maggie of St. Philip. Arvin Alcindor, also known as Yellowman of Wavenclair. Teresa Paul of Myers-Bridge Soufrière. Ms. Veg of Mocha Forsyth. Mrs. J. Raphael of St. Philip Forsyth. Titus Joseph, also known as Bage, residing in New York. Teresa Joseph, also known as Julie of Wavenclair. Lucinda Snack and family of Wavenclair. Martha Calixte of L'Esperance. Also left to mourn are Tamara Joseph of Victoria Street, Soufrière. Dave Henry of Market Road, Soufrière. Marie-Céline Calixte of Wavenclair. Jacinta Calixte of Wavenclair. Kian Alcindor of Wavenclair. Romana Shabatis, also known as Romo of Wavenclair. Jude Fontenelle, also known as B.A. of Wavenclair. Daniel Paul of Palmis, Soufrière. The Calixte family here and abroad. The Marius family here and abroad. The Joseph family of Wavenclair. The Faustin family of Forsyth. The Emmanuel family of Wavenclair. The Alexander family of Wavenclair. The Fauché family of Boisden and Choiseul. The Casabon family of Wavenclair. The Francis family of Wavenclair and abroad. The James family of St. Philip and Soufrière. The Prosper family of St. Philip and Forsyth. The entire community of Wavenclair. Many other relatives, in-laws, and friends, both here and abroad, too numerous to mention. The homegoing service to celebrate the life of our dearly beloved Rose Calixte, also known as Matatan or Nanan, will be held on Monday, 31st July 2023, at Our Lady of Assumption Catholic Church, Soufrière, at 2:30 p.m. The body will thereafter be laid to rest at the Soufrière Cemetery. The body now lies at Lazarus Funeral Home, New Dock Road, V4. May her soul rest in perfect peace. The funeral service will be streamed live via 911's Facebook and YouTube platforms.